Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Master of Mayhem, Craig Charles.
You know, there was a time when this was an innocent little show. Lots of nice people, lots of cute robots. So what happened? Now they're killing machines, and that's just the roboteers. As for the robots, there's more weapons in the pits than in Rambo 1, 2 and 3. Yes, folks, things have gone seriously out of control. But do we care? No. Jonathan, who's going berserk this week?
Thanks, Craig. You know, as I look around to the audience, a lot of them, I'm sure, are old enough to know a lot better. As for the wars, 8 robo-reprobates as usual. Let's see how the draw has them lining up. First up, we have S3 against the experienced Plunderbird team. Then we could spring a Mousetrap to catch Shredder. Will there be a sting or two for Hippobotomus? And lastly, we have General Carnage back again against Guzunderbot.
Each 3 and plenty of old faces in the ranks, but also a large slice of silliness and lots of general tomfoolery about tonight's competitors. Are they taking it seriously enough? Do they know what's ahead? Let's take a closer look. The Plunderbird boys are back with more mouth than motion, but unlike previous wars, it looks like Plunderbird 5 actually works and may even cause some damage. Hooray! But as ever, great to have Mike and Brian back and raring to go. Like some horrific mutation from a Tom and Jerry cartoon, Mousetrap snaps back into action rank 20. It's got a guillotine blade this year that's razor sharp. Durability's been their failing in the past, so here's hoping they can stay the course. And if you think that's surreal, check out Hippobotomus, made out of a kid's sandpit. Just how robust is a piece of plastic? But ranked number 5 and thankfully injecting a large dose of common sense and fighting fury to the field is Stinger. Always the bridesmaids, never the bride. Stinger look like they mean business. And as far as the rookies are concerned, I've one tip, S3. But I didn't tell you that.
And so the chaos commences. Let the wars begin!
From Dunisthorpe, Swaddlingcote, Leicestershire, S3.
A unique weapon on wheels, the vertically mounted 1000 RPM disc has 2 3-inch teeth to snatch opponents and toss them out of the arena. It runs both way up. The front skids used to be part of a butcher's chopping block.
From Alton in Hampshire, Plunderbird 5.
A low, wide, fast, powerful track robot with a hydraulic slicing claw jaw lifter. They've fought in every series of robot wars with technical problems. This is a brand new machine though, and they say they've got it right.
Roboteers, stand by.
Yes, 3 team. They're in the box, David Barker, Ian Pritchard and Pete Alsop. And the Plunderbird boys are back. Great fun. Mike Onsell on the left, Brian Kilburn on the right. He loves his curries, and we're going to have some hot stuff here in the first of our Eliminator battles. And as usual, 2 house robots in the arena. Dead metal with the pincer and the saw. And alongside, Sir Killalot, our own knight of the red.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
On the left, Plunderbird against S3. Looks like the head of a hammerhead shark, S3, and it has the teeth to match as well. But driven onto the arena sidewall by Plunderbird. Don't forget, if you're driven into the CPZ, the corner patrol zone areas, it means the house robots can come out and literally have a go at you. Plunderbird has been ripped there, look, by S3. The side of Plunderbird torn away with that attack. We haven't seen this sort of weaponry before. It is a vertically mounted disc driven on by a 3000 RPM electric motor. It looks very destructive, S3, and Plunderbird is in real trouble here. The Plunderbird dicer, lifter, claw, jaw looks so impotent, rendered so, because the pneumatic system has been ripped to shreds there by S3 and causing more damage to the armoury of Plunderbird. The new boys are very, very dangerous. I know that they've been here before in Robot Wars with Sting, but this is a new machine in S3, and it looks absolutely awesome. On the attack again. Oh! Slicing through Plunderbird 5. Absolutely mashing it. Look at the boys, Mike Onslow and Brian Kilburn, reduced to mere spectators. Their machine, a bauble, a plaything for S3 and the house robots like Killalot. What is left of it? The tyres teetering and tottering and wobbling. Well, that was hugely impressive by S3. The tyres are off, and they are certainly off the rails, off the track to success, on the road to nowhere. Plunderbird tossed in the air. That's the way we love to finish an eliminator, in style. But the glory here belongs to S3. And again,
Cease.
a final attack. Look at the damage. Weapon gone, armour gone.
Well. We have a new kid on the block. The winner, S3. Oh dear, it never gets better, does it?
Well, it was slightly worse than we thought it would be, but and we have to admit we slightly underestimated the militant wing of the Salvation Army.
I tell you what.
It's a good robot.
It's a powerful robot,
It's an hard robot. We now have a cluster bot.
You do?
Whether we can stick it back together, who knows?
Your weapon broke really early on, and it didn't really stand you in good stead, did it?
I think that all the spinny weapons, really, you're going to have to start building robots to withstand that sort of pressure.
Yeah.
It wasn't an appropriate weapon really for their robot. It was never going to do any damage to their robot, wasn't
No.
it?
Give the boys their due. You've got an hard robot, lads, and well done.
I tell you what, it is. I mean, the new kids on the block, you guys have been at this for a while, but these guys are new, and these guys could kick, couldn't they?
Yeah, they kicked off. Well done.
All right, guys. Well, you heard it there.
Well, what can I say? It's martial law.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Your first time in Robot Wars, you could go all the way. I mean,
Yeah, I think, seriously, we stand a good chance. It's a good robot. It's driving well, yeah.
and that spinning disc is hard. It's destructive. It's what we want. It's Robot Wars. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. It's S3. Well done, guys.
Well, it's a shame we lose the Plunderbird boys so early on. They're good fun, but S3, that was immense. Awesome. Very, very impressive.
From Aynsham, Winnie, Oxford and Bristol, Mousetrap.
A large replica of a spring Mousetrap semi-finalist in the last series, slow at 9 miles an hour, 24-volt dry cell battery powered. Will this prove the big cheese this time around?
From New Covington, Leamington-on-Spa in Warwickshire, Shredder.
2 spinning discs, 2-wheel drive, runs either way up, can cut 4mm mild steel and car doors. Why would you want to do that? 12 mile an hour top speeds. The team fought in Series 3 as Manic Mutant.
Roboteers, stand by.
Shredder team, Paul Hunt, a technical training officer, Sam Jones and Chris Organ. Mousetrap again, represented by electrician Stan Launchbury and their Jason, his son. Shunt is in the arena, can push anything on Earth. Sergeant Bash can torch anything in the galaxy.
3, 2, 1, activate.
We have an out-of-this-world battle here now. Mousetrap slams down against Shredder, which looks like an old-fashioned tape machine turned on its side, I have to say. Those spinning discs can cut through mild steel. Mousetrap needs to be wary, but they're trying to get a guillotine-edge front blade in underneath Shredder. 20mm of ground clearance on Shredder, whose cutting discs don't seem to be able to do too much damage to the side there of Mousetrap, I have to say. Mousetrap 95 kilos, actually the lighter of the two. The arena. Oh, pit release button has been pressed and they drove straight into it, Shredder. Reverse straight into it. No sooner than we heard the alarm, that means the pit release button has been activated. They reversed straight into it.
Well, well, well. Mousetrap go through. Shredder all shredded. The victor is Mousetrap. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Talk me through it.
I think he ought to talk us through it, really. He was our driver.
What happened?
I didn't see the pit was down. As I hit it, it went down, so...
Looked like a good robot, though, Shredder.
Yeah, we thought so.
You were doing some damage to him, you know what I mean? You found it difficult to get through his skin, but... And then it all went pants.
Gutted.
You gutted? Yeah. Oh, never mind. You'll be back, won't you?
Oh, yeah.
Let's hear it for them, guys. Shredder! Well...
Up there, didn't we?
It was a bit lucky, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Although that comes down with some force, that mousetrap thing, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's all scaled up from a genuine mousetrap. It's pretty vicious.
It seemed very vicious. It didn't manage to stop his spinning wheels, though.
We were being mashed quite badly, as I noticed. As we went for the target, I thought that was our only chance to get away with it, and it worked.
What's the blade made of?
It's made of steel.
It's a high-speed steel knife out of a paper-cutting guillotine.
Yeah.
And it's very sharp. You could shave with it if you could, you know.
You could shave with it?
Yeah, it's that sharp. Yeah.
Keep it away from me. Keep it away from me. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Mousetrap boys. Well done, guys.
How could you not know the pit release button had been activated? You pushed Mousetrap onto it. Mousetrap threw Shredder out. Stinger and Hippobotomus up next.
From Aberdour, Fife, Scotland, Hippobotomus.
Looks like a hippo. Used to be a child sandpit. Has a spinning disc, 99 kilos in weight. Has a 2 centimetre ground clearance, and that could leave the hippo bottom of this Robot Wars class.
From Branston, Lincoln, Stinger.
Grand finalists in the last wars, a whirling dervish of a machine with a spiked bludgeoning device. 4 12-volt batteries are hidden in those wheel hubs. The tyres exposed.
Roboteers, stand by.
Stinger in the control pod, Kevin Scott, Carl Skinner, Tim Mann. And Hippobotomus at the controls, Richie McBride. And there with him, 8-year-old Alex, 6-year-old Ellen. Can barely peep over the rim to see dead metal in the arena. And Sir Killalot alongside.
3, 2, 1, activate.
On paper, you'd have to say there could be only one winner of this battle, the more experienced Stinger. Trying to wind up a Fury with that bludgeoning device. Hippobotomus made out of a child's sandpit, essentially. But this is Robot Wars, and we've seen giant upsets in the past. Sparks fly from the grinders on the arena sidewalls. The Hippo sails through the flame pit, trying to stay away from Stinger, and surviving the original onslaught, but not the second one. Bits of the sandpit flew off there. They were hoping to cement a place in the next round, but I don't think that's going to happen now. And it looks as if Stinger will go through, but look at the Hippo staying in there, turning away. Alex McBride, 8 years of age, operating the weaponry. Hasn't been really able to get it into play yet, that spinning disc on the long arm. Stinger again, an almighty onslaught, up to 18 miles an hour, top speed generated by this machine. Grand finalists in the last series. And Hippobotomus now clawed by dead metal, trying to slice their way through the top there of the Hippo. Looking worried, Richie McBride, a managing director of corporate business development firm. And the top has been separated from the actual belly of the machine, if you like. You can see the innards of Hippobotomus. The head is waggling because it's barely connected, to be honest. Stinger now, all back into the CPZ. Now, could we yet see a surprise if Killalot grapples hold of Stinger? diving by Stinger. And they could just survive because it came about so late. We'll go to a judge's decision, I would have thought. Certainly Stinger was the more aggressive and caused the more damage. Style, control, damage, aggression, that's what the judges look for. You can see that the damage caused to Hippobotomus. But style and control, as the Hippo continued to take more punishment, was not a watchword for the Stinger team. Yes, they can create more mayhem, but right at the end you saw them drive themselves into the CPZ, and that will count against them.
Well, the judges have made the decision. They're looking at style, control, damage, aggression. It's all going to end in tears. They've gone for Stinger! Are you okay? You did very well, though, didn't you? You were doing so well. Don't cry, please. Not today. You were doing so well. Were you doing the driving?
No, I was doing the weapons, but the axe just wouldn't fire. Only fire 2 times.
It only fired a couple of times, didn't it?
Yep.
It looked good, though, didn't it?
Yeah.
You know, don't cry. Come on, don't cry. Do you know, your robot started out life as a children's sandpit, didn't it?
Yeah.
And as sandpits go, it's fairly hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? Because I tell you what, they're seeded 5. And you guys did so well. I mean, the judges, whoa, it was a bit to and fro. They weren't sure. But they went for them.
Well...
And your sister's crying. And I feel terrible.
I hope they feel terrible. We told them, what are you going to do when she starts crying when you beat her? And they said they don't care. They said, we don't care if we make the girl cry. We're just mad about robots.
I'll have a word with them now. Can you boo these people? She's in tears, lads.
Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it, that it's got to be done. And they put up a great fight. They did so well. We were almost dead meat in there for a while.
You're seeded 5, which is a very high seeding. And to be seeded 5 and then nearly come unstuck by a children's sandpit.
It's a bloody good sandpit.
It's not a bad sandpit, is it?
I would like to. Just... Would you like that? As a little token.
There you go, because these are nasty people, though. I wouldn't even take it off them. I'd say, no, have it, I don't want it.
That is the original prototype to the tail that we've got on Stinger. It's the one that we made out of cardboard.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this could end in tears. I'm going to say, go ballistic for Stinger!
Oh, poor little Ellen. Did you see what she was going to do with that spear, though? Hippopotamus out, Stinger through, General Carnage 2, and Guzunderbot next up.
From Lothian Way, Hull, General Carnage 2.
A checker-plated, wedge-shaped robot with 3 horns and a front flipper, sharp teeth along each side of the flipper, reached round 2 of its heat in Series 3, but has never really caused any great carnage.
From Sturchley in Birmingham, Guzunderbot.
A double wedge, 4-wheel driven machine, a double-acting Morning Star axe, they tell me, a flipper, but very slow at 7 miles an hour, and light too, at just 88 kilos.
Roboteers, stand by.
Guzunderbot, they call themselves the family at war, the Ellis family. Dad, Peter there on the right, Stephen and Claire with him. And General Carnage 2. Nigel Seeley is dad to 10-year-old Nick, and Sarah Burton is the mum. In the arena, dead metal, weapons synergy the strength. Circular lock, the weaknesses, absolutely none.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Guzunderbot wheeling slowly away there, chased down by General Carnage, side by side, filling each other out until the General comes in and immediately flips Guzunderbot up and over. Now, have they got a SREMEC, a self-righting mechanism? They think they obviously do have one, but I'm not too sure whether they can right themselves. Peter Ellis, a trained driver by profession, needs to get Guzunderbot back on the rails. No chance, General Carnage. You're over and out, Mr. Ellis. The signal, green for go for General Carnage.
Well, We don't need the judges for that one. The winner, General Carnage! General Carnage. Hey! Well, you flipped him out of the arena.
Yeah, excellent, eh? That's amazed me.
That's quite a strong flipper, though, isn't it?
When we were at Sheffield, we had a bit of trouble with it. It just wasn't powerful enough, but we put an extra bottle in, and it seems to... there's a reservoir, and it seems to have done the trick. It's a little bit.
How heavy are you now?
100 kilos, spot on.
Right on the money.
Yeah, right on the money this time.
You think you can go all the way here?
Ooh, there's some good robots out there.
Yeah,
I'm not going to commit myself to say anything like.
How did you feel about it?
What? Well, we won. That's it.
We won, and that's it. And do you know something? You're right, ladies and gentlemen. They're General Carnage.
So Guzunderbot flipped out of the arena completely. General Carnage 2 through to our Heat semi-finals. And this is how they line up. The General will meet Stinger. And S3, very dangerous looking, meets Mousetrap.
Hey, 4 robots left, but only 2 places in the final. Time for the Heat semis.
General Carnage team, that was the tactic.
We bashed him, we crushed him, we trashed him.
You're up against Stinger next. What's the tactic?
Try and flip him out of the arena.
Yeah? As quickly as possible?
Yeah.
But they're saying they're impervious to flippers. It's the gold paint that's going to dazzle them, isn't it, really? Yeah? Do you reckon?
Memorise them.
Yeah, mesmerise them, that's it. Right, come with me. Come and see how Stinger's feeling about the opposition. Excuse me, excuse me. Dear me, it's like a mother's meeting round here. Now, come here. Not meant to be gossiping and collecting autographs. Tension's rising as we approach round 2.
We're ready.
Yes? How do you feel about them over there?
Them over there? It's only a flipper.
What do you mean it's only a flipper?
They can't do a lot to us, the flippers. It bounces back. It just comes back for more, and we hope to get them with a tail.
So you think you're completely impervious to flippering?
Well, if we keep away from the edge.
We don't want to go out.
He did.
I think.
Do you think they're hedging their bets? I do.
From Lothian Way, General Carnage 2.
Hi, we're Team Carnage. This is my son Nick, my other half Sarah. This is General Carnage 2, our new robot. We've got a pneumatic flipper this year. We've got another ramp for self-righting. The robot's powered by 2 Sinclair C5s running on 24 volts.
From Branston, Stinger.
Hi, we're the Stinger team. On my right here we have Carl Skinner and Kevin Scott, the team captain. I'm Tim Mann. This is Stinger. Inside each wheel we have shoehorned, motor, power electronics and batteries. You know what it is, you know what it does, you know how it does it, and we're back for more of the same.
Roboteers, stand by.
For a place in the Heat final then. The RefBot checks our 2 competitors, General Carnage. They're in the control booth. Dad Nigel, Mum Sarah, little Nick, 10 years of age. Great reception for them. Stinger, Carl Skinner and Tim Mann there in the control booth. Bludgeoning device, watch for that. The house robot certainly will. Shunt has a little bit of a problem not being able to self-right. Hasn't really been tested. And Sir Killalot can crush, can spear, can push. Just about anything.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Stinger spins, whirls, sometimes looks out of control. Made it through to the grand final in the last series, dismissed in round 1 of the grand final by Chaos 2. And there you can see the spinning power, 81 kilos there, spinning madly, with the spike on the end of that great bludgeoner. not causing any problems, and this has been a worry for Stinger in the past. And General Carnage looks patient and measured out there. The aggression is from Stinger. Should it eventually go to the judges, General Carnage has other ideas, has sharp teeth along either side of that front flipper, the 3 horns as well on top. Neither side at the moment causing any great damage, and General Carnage very slow to progress. Can get up to 10 miles an hour, they tell me, by the next millennium, it looks like. The Stinger on the attack again, slamming down. I'm worried about General Carnage here. They don't seem to be moving at all. The ref bot's worried as well, look. Staring behind General Carnage. Have they been immobilised? Has there been a transmission problem, a control problem? They're going to be counted down. Oh, how disappointing for Nigel Seeley, an agricultural engineer by trade. And Stinger will go through because General Carnage are counted out. In comes Sir Killalot as the ref bot backs away, and Shunt to come down with a diamond-edged axe, spearing there the armour of General Carnage once and twice. A slice is nice, dismissed in a trice. General Carnage, Sir Killalot does rule, you're right. Well, hasn't caused too much carnage, let's be honest. Fought in Series 3 as well. Didn't go beyond the heat. And the team put forward Prometheus in an earlier war too. And once again, they've fallen short in a heat. General Carnage about to go down into the pit. Tail end, Sir Killalot, poised and controlled.
Cease.
That's the end of the General. Demoted to the ranks of the defeated.
Well, General Carnage looks like a glutton for corporal punishment. Flipped and pitted. Stinger, they go through! Well, you took a right good kick in there, didn't you?
Yeah, we got bashed, we got trashed, we got crashed.
Well done. How do you think it went? I mean, what went wrong?
We were doing all right at first. I don't know. I've got. I think battery terminal's going to come off or something because we lost power to everything. So you know, normally they're all in like separate circuits, and the old lot went out. So it's somewhat major from the battery leads come down. Like so, we've lost all power.
And then you were beaten into submission by Stinger.
Absolutely, yes.
Right.
Yes.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for General Carnage 2. Well, you're ranked 5. In the little poet hymn, you know. You're ranked 5 in the UK. That was fairly easy, wasn't it?
Well, anything can happen in that arena, and it usually does. But only time will tell us how far we'll get, but we will go as far as we can to honour those that we've beaten.
But yours is such a difficult robot to beat. I mean, you can't really do anything with it unless you flip it out the arena.
You're right, yeah. I was hoping that we'd bludgeon them to death. We don't know. Maybe something did drop off. But we were looking forward to fighting them because it's a powerful robot and hard to beat. You know, there's a lot of armour on there, and I think we'd been struggling to sort of, you know, get through and damage it badly.
You're regarded as one of the best robots in Britain.
We're going to do our best. That's all we can do. But there's some tough competition out there. But hopefully we're going to be up there with them. Yeah.
Let's hope so too. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. Stinger!
So, old resilient Stinger through to the final of Heat C. General Carnage go by the wayside. S3 and Mousetrap next up.
From Ancient winning, Mousetrap.
Hi there, I'm Jason. This is my dad Stan. We are Team Mousetrap. This is the Mousetrap. It's tough. We've got an exceptionally powerful weapon running on unregulated carbon dioxide. It really does do the business. It's got an exceptionally sharp blade. This is heavy, it's very sharp, it's very dangerous. This is going to really do the business.
From Dunisthorpe, S3.
I'm Dave Barker, team captain of the One Law Associates. Ian Pritchard, Pete Alsop, S3. She runs with a 1000 RPM disc, 17.5 inch diameter, and it's about 17 kilos.
Roboteers, stand by.
Ref bot blinks. No wonder, because S3 was mightily impressive early on. Could be a star of the future for David Barker, Ian Pritchard and Pete Alsop. In the way, Mousetrap, veterans, experienced, Stan and Jason Launchbury. We've plenty of experience with Circular Lot, hungry for more robot machinery to gobble up. And Shunt, huge pushing power.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
For a place in the heat final against Stinger. S3, the hammerhead shark, as we called him earlier, with that vertically mounted spinning disc. Awesome, as it tries to grind into Mousetrap. And I think Jason Launchbury's tactics here to stay out of trouble, well, or try and snare S3, and they've done just that with the guillotine blade. And if that blade can cut off the radio aerial, then S3 would be immobilised. Who will give way first here? Can the blade of S3 sever the spring of the Mousetrap? They're into the CPZ, which means Killalot can also come into the equation. The spring is holding fast. Will the bar go? Well, which robot is immobilised? Whose weapon there? The Mousetrap has certainly been broken, but I wonder if the S3 blade has also been stopped from rotating. It has. Look at that. They are locked together in some ghastly dance of death on Robot Wars. Into the arena sidewall. The blade has been stopped by the Mousetrap, whose own weapon is no longer working. To and fro, shove and heave. Who's got the greater power? S3 100 kilos, Mousetrap 95. Eventually they get away, or do they? You see there the coil of the spring was trapped in S3. They're now free of each other. This is a terrific tussle here. We thought it would be. The guillotine slams down. The blade is working again on S3. Obviously the spring was retarding it somehow. Under 10 seconds to go. The guillotine blade of Mousetrap bent and buckled. It'll go to the judges. Which robot has sustained the most damage? Who's been the more aggressive? Controlled and stylish. What a battle that was.
What a fight! Amazing aggression and amazing tactical cuteness. We're going to go to the judges. They've got to make a decision.
The early onslaught from S3 looked dangerous. Mousetrap had one tactic to get hold and stop the blade, and that's what Jason did. Brilliant driving. They were locked together. Which robot sustained the most damage? There the spring caught on the blade. Eventually they freed themselves, S3, and certainly ended up on top. More damage sustained by Mousetrap. The judges have to decide. Very close.
And they've gone for S3! Your tactics, I thought, were excellent.
Thanks.
That trap just kept trapping them up. And then they cut your cord, which goes around the trap, and we thought, well, your trap would stop working. That's just set dressing, isn't it? Yeah. But it managed to get wrapped around their blade and stop their blade working properly.
Yeah, it's a very good robot, S3.
It is a good robot, and but so is Mousetrap. We'll be sorry to lose you. What are you going to do next time?
I'm going to rebuild, I think.
You're going to rebuild? Same design?
Yeah, well, rat trap, they're bigger than Mousetraps, aren't they?
A rat trap, a bigger Mousetrap. They want to build a man trap. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Mousetrap! Whoa!
That was too close.
That was too
really
close for comfort.
Absolutely.
Do you think you're going to be able to inflict the same amount of damage on Stinger? Because you're meeting them in the heat final.
A totally different robot.
Completely different robot. Very difficult to get a grip.
Yeah.
What's your tactics going to be there?
Project.
We're not sure yet. No, you're not sure. You just don't want to say. It's a mystery, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a secret.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for S3.
They were perplexed early on, but S3 go through, beating Mousetrap into the heat final. And of course, therein they meet Stinger. This will be some battle, I can tell you. The audience know it, but this is going to be a masterclass in metal munching mayhem. But first, let's find out how our finalists got here. Stinger predictably beating Hippo on a judge's decision, though, after driving themselves into the CPZ at one stage, and they weren't as effective against Hippobotomus as they should have been. Then against General Carnage, they were the aggressor early on, and the General was immobilised. I'm just concerned about Stinger's lack of control. Very aggressive, spinning and whirling. But against S3, well, Stinger have problems of a different kind, because as they beat Plunderbird in their first battle in this heat, they showed that awesome destructibility. I don't think I've been as excited about the debut of a machine since seeing Chaos for the first time. Then, of course, they beat Mousetrap on a judge's decision after a formidable fight.
Who would have thought it? A brand new robot to the competition, and it's come this far, but can it go all the way? This is part of the joy of Robot Wars for me, seeing new robots up and coming, come up through the ranks. You've already smashed a seeded robot, you've got another seeded robot now. How do you think you can do?
It's a really tricky robot to fight, obviously. It's not the usual kind of robot that we like to take apart. It's not got big body panels on it, for instance, but we've got some ideas. We'll have a good go.
Not a lot to grab hold of there, then. I'm not going to say any more than that, but what do you think? First time robot?
Yes, he's very, very tough. We're going to have a job beating it, but we're going to try our best. We're going to see what we can do and watch this space.
Okay, there's a lot of mumbling in the pits. They're all not sure of this rank outsider. Good luck!
2 robotic immortals left, but there can only be one. Let the heat final begin.
From Branston, Stinger. From Dunisthorpe, S3.
Leicestershire against Lincolnshire. What a final this is going to be. Mightily impressive S3. There's the Stinger team. Kevin Scott, Carl Skinner, Tim Mann with the spare bludgeoning device. A mascot, a trophy. Will David Barker, Ian Pritchard and Pete Alsop and the S3 team take it away from them, though?
Roboteers, stand by.
We've put into the arena Shunt to give the other two a bit of a nudge. And Sir Kill-A-Lot. He's got past history with Stinger. They don't like each other.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
The green light for go. Stinger attacking, spinning. Will try and stay out of reach of that hugely powerful 1,000 RPM, 20 kilo, 18-inch diameter snatch weapon, they call it, because there are 2 3-inch teeth on that circular blade to draw opponents on, to snatch them away from a possible victory. And S3 pursuing here. Stinger towards the arena side wall. Stinger, as we know it can, spins away, but look at the weight there of S3 behind the attack, 100 kilos. In comes Shunt as well, because they're in a CPZ. That's where the house robots can play. And Shunt tried to axe down on Stinger, and Stinger almost pushed, or perhaps driving into the pit release button. So down goes the pit of doom. S3 looks purposeful, menacing, relentless in its pursuit of its quarry. Stinger still trying to get the bludgeoning mace down. That's the S3 team. New boys with this machine, though. In Series 2 and Series 3, they were represented by Sting. This is Stinger against the arena sidewall. And in peril there. And now, S3 attacking the vulnerable tyres of Stinger. And Stinger seems to be wedged in there. And I wonder if damage has been caused to all the electrics within the hubs. Beneath those hubcaps, Carl Skinner, Tin Man and Kevin Scott know that the electrics can be vulnerable. They've been immobilised, Stinger, and they are being counted out. And right from the word go in this heat, we thought S3 had pedigree. And S3 had recorded a famous victory. Stinger counted out for Carl and Tim and Kevin Scott. Been in round 1 in Series 3, grand finalists in Series 4. And here, no disgrace in defeat against a very good machine. I don't think Stinger deserves that. Not at the end. Been a very good and worthy competitor on Robot Wars. But we love our little final flourish and fly them through the air. Exactly. And don't forget Stinger. No prizes for finishing second.
Stinger! Oh, stunned! Would you believe it? S3 through to the series semi-finals!
What a way to go.
I never thought you could be beaten.
Us too. Obviously we can. It's happened before.
What happened?
We had a little rest in the middle.
You did. You lost all power.
Somewhere in there's something come loose, but the flip seemed to bring it back to life again.
I tell you what, you came out hammering. Didn't you?
It's not how you start, it's how you finish, as they say.
It's true.
Yeah, so, and these guys finished on top, so go all the way for us, guys.
Very gracious, very gracious. Ladies and gentlemen, hear it for Stinger. Greatest in defeat.
Oh yeah, we needed that to fall apart. We really did. Thank you, guys.
When you're fighting something like that, what is your tactic? Because that robot for me is just so difficult to get hold of.
It's so tough. The only thing we could try and do is go for the wheels. We know everything's in the wheels. They're so well protected, or maybe the link to the main arm, but just couldn't really touch it. We took a few chunks off, but thank God something went wrong inside.
Hey, the series semi-finals. You
what
excited?
Did I say? All the way.
All the way. Do you reckon you can do it for us?
Still got a chance, yeah.
Oh, you've got more than a chance, haven't you?
Yes!
You know that's true! Ladies and gentlemen, S3! Well, folks complain about the dome and other eyesores, but we like getting ugly on Robot Wars. Bye-bye.
Ron Weasley's dad from Harry Potter presents the Link quiz show next on Challenge. Hey, stranger things have happened. Over on Pick, it's Stargate SG-1, but maybe not for much longer if a powerful US senator has his way.